In April 2005, a few farmers from Hyderabad visited Sundararaman Iyer's farm in Satyamangalam. He has a farmland of 13 acres with 2 wells for irrigation. Like others in this area, he too is dependent on the monsoon rains. After having practiced chemical-based cultivation for nearly 30 years, Sundararaman switched back to natural cultivation methods.
We are 7 members in our family, 2 sons and 5 daughters. My father, after the third daughter's marriage, he passed away. So myself and 2 sisters are studying in school. I was studying in Polytechnic. My elder brother was working in Radish India Limited as regional manager for 4 states, Karnataka, Andhra, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. For 4 states he was the regional manager. And he is getting good income. He suggested me, either one of us have to leave mother, and we are having duty to do marriage for the 2 younger sisters. For that, my income is a master. He suggested me to take charge, and he told me that he will guide. Since he is a graduate, I will guide you in bringing all these things. That is the stage I entered during 60.
When did it happen?
60.
1960.
60.
Okay.
That is the time the chemicals also coming inside, one after the other it is coming.
Okay.
So, weekly thrice I will be writing letter to him. And he will give instruction what to do for each and every crop. Like that, I started doing it. And he started sending the research and development people also to my farm. And they taught them many things. So, we conducted many trials on new chemicals and pests and diseases. So, in each and every condition, they will do trial, comparative trial. In everything I will involve myself and learn how to observe. Yes. What is the pest cycle, disease cycle.
Yes.
Everything I learnt. And they made me to observe and record also with them.
Yeah.
So thereby, that research people, what they do, that I learned without studying that bloody thing.
Yes.
That is how.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you can confidently say that is a bloody thing.
Yes. That is why I am telling bloody thing.
Yeah.
During that time, I with full of enthusiasm,
Yes.
I am learning from them. And another speciality is, you would have heard about toxicology exposure studies.
Yes.
In my farm, I have
They inject toxins. into
toxicology exposure studies.
Yes.
In our farm, I did for 30 chemicals toxicology exposure studies.
Okay.
Here, TNIU graduates, they don't know about what is toxicology. But I know what is toxicology, what to do, what is the procedure to be adopted. That I know.
Yes. Yeah.
So, there's so much of exposure.
Yes.
And the technical side, without studying, I grasped. And what happened, I had one guru, Dr. Agni Hotrudu from your state. Dr. Agni Hotrudu.
Okay.
He is the top-ranking scientist, number 7 in the whole of world. Now he is no more. In 60s, he started telling, don't use these things. These are all imperialistic activity. That will spoil the whole lot. Like that he told. He gave environmental degradation, everything he gave from the beginning.
Okay.
I will hear everything. I will keep everything in mind. But here you are getting good results.
Yes.
By using fertilizers, pesticides, and excellent yield it is giving.
Yes. You were so involved in that also.
Yes. So what happened in local varieties, I will be getting only 10 to 12 quintals. Whereas if I use this, I am getting 20 to 25 quintals. Whether you will hear that policy or this one.
This one.
Well, yes, that is how I told him, let it be, let us observe. And what happened, from 60, I am using, and systematic, I have in any way have not misused either fertilizer or pesticides, because they put the problem over the farmers. We gave the farmer, we gave schedule to the farmer. First you apply about 25 to 50 tons of farmyard manure, then only apply fertilizer and all. But the farmers are not adapting to put FIM to the field. They started using fertilizer only. That is why the degradation took place. And they they want to get more income. For that they started to use more fertilizers, more than our recommendation, because of the greediness. Like that they put blame over us. Similarly, but in my case, every year I will be applying 200 cartloads of farmyard manure for my field. Then only I will be applying fertilizer. In that case, the fertilizer application is going slowly up. And that case also recommended dose only I am using. And then came micronutrient deficiency. In my field also. In my neighbor's field, if it comes, it is okay, because he has not applied FIM. Yes. But I am applying FIM regularly and in dump. And it is coming, same problem coming here also. So it is pinching my mind. My guru's thoughts is there. Yeah. They start working in my. And what happened in the early stage, 0.5 ml of any bloody chemical, if you add in 1 liter of water, that is 5 ml in 10 liters of water, you spray, all sorts of any insect or caterpillar will die. Yes. But what happened, that 0.5 ml become 1 ml, like that in another 20 years, it reached 6 ml per liter of water. Then only it control.
More than 10 times.
Resistance power in the insects increased.
Then my guru's thoughts started dominating over me. Yes. Now what are you going to say? You tell me. Because that agitation in mind, it comes,
Yes.
So then only I started thinking. During that time only, about in 90s, I started arguing with our colleagues. Sir, this is not fair on your part. It is increasing. They are not able to convince me. They were not able to convince me. They are top-ranking fellows. And my guru, Kuttu Patalum, Vaira Modatla, Kuttu Padano. That is valuable. Person should. You may make mistake.
Yeah, you must get hit.
You must get
Hit by the diamond.
Yes. So, Vaira Modram Kuttu I got from my guru. He is a top-ranking microbiologist.
Yes.
Then you just say, in what background I am coming.
Yes.
Can these bloody academic people come and argue with me? No. I will bombard them. I can. You bring any bloody fellow with you here.
Yeah. But EM1 agriculture is there. The different solution.
They are preparing.
There you don't have all these bacteria.
Oh.
Maybe some 4 are there.
Oh. From 90, I started in search of these organic activities.
Yes.
I got the answer in 1997 by Dabolka. I started doing on my own.
Okay, yeah, that's what I.
Yes, I started doing on my own.
Organic cultivation from 90.
90. Slowly reducing the fertilizer application and increasing the organic manure. So I started using poultry manure in that case. And finally, I was able to reduce 75% of the chemical fertilizer and 25% with this combination. I got the maximum yield, because during that stage, my motivation is, my goal is to get high yield, nothing more than that. Because the other side of the thing that I don't know.
Yes.
There is another side. So that is, the other side is organic cultivation.
Yeah.
So that I don't know. So what happened? I completely removed 75% and 25% only I am applying. During that time only, I got this small hint, multivariety seed soy. That's all.
In 97.
97, 95 I got it. And I think you know about double cup.
Yeah, something, sir.
Huh?
Something.
He's a maths professor,
Yes.
Pune University, Maharashtra. He did research activities
Yes.
from 58
From 58 Yeah.
to 98.
to 98.
So they did regular research activities in organic cultivation,
Yeah.
in doing or natural organic cultivation, and they proved many things. The Borkar claims that any type of soil, though you use the heavy fertilizers and all, that can be reclaimed in 200 days.
Okay.
And you can bring it to original fertile level. What he suggests is multivariety seed sowing
Okay.
is the
Yes, sir.
variety, multivariety seed sowing.
According to the multivariety seed sowing, a mixture of 5 types of seeds, millets like jowar, ragi, bajra, pulses like black gram, red gram, broad beans, oil seeds like sesame, mustard, castor, a few varieties of spices, and nitrogen-giving plants like sun hemp are sown together. For 1 acre of land, 1 to 2 kilos of each seed variety, depending on the seed size, and 500 to 600 grams of each spice variety is used. Thus, in 1 acre, about 20 to 25 kilos of seeds are used. The first time, the crop is allowed to grow for 30 to 35 days, and then it is plowed back into the soil. This cycle is repeated for the second time, leaving the plants to grow for 60 to 70 days. Then they are once again plowed back into the soil. The third time, the plants are grown for 100 to 120 days. In case there is any yield, it is harvested, and the rest of the crop is plowed back into the soil. Thus, in 200 days, the fertility of the soil is restored.
You are having n number of nutrients in the soil,
Yeah.
and you can get n number of nutrients by
It's a question of harvesting those nutrients
that's
at
all.
right time.
And you are giving it as a biomass into the soil.
Yes.
That is very, very important. As biomass into the soil. And now here you have to understand what are the natural activities that is going on into the soil, that you have to understand now.
Yes.
And if you understand that thing, then it is your what is your duty is you provide ideal condition to the soil and keep quiet.
Yes.
Then everything will take
Care of itself.
and care of it naturally.
Natural.
That is very, very important. So
It's something like starting a reaction, a chemical reaction, and looking at it. So the chemicals inside, if you talk about scientific language,
yes.
inside at certain period of time and this thing, the action will take.
Yes.
itself. So it will be logically concluded
Yeah.
at some point of time.
And everything all are done by various types of microbes in the soil. The root zone
Yes.
is the dwelling place for all micronutrients.
Yes, sir.
All roots are the dwelling place for microbes. And each plant secretes different types of liquid
Yes.
in the root zone area. So the different types of microbes needs different types of liquid for their
Multiplication.
multiplication.
Yes.
So those microbes dwell in that area,
Yes.
in the rhizosphere. So if you have 25 types of thing, those microbes will grow there, multiply fastly. Our basic idea is to improve the microbial activity in the soil.
Yeah.
For that we are providing this ideal condition.
Yes, sir. If you ignore the microbial part of it, there is nothing in the organic farming.
So basis of organic farming is to enhance the microbial activity in
Yeah,
the soil.
to let them multiply fast and many.
There is a cooperation in between the plant roots and the microbes. The plant roots supported the microorganisms to have dwelling and to multiply in population.
Yeah.
Then they are having a duty to help. You have helped me in one way. Now it is my duty to help you the other way.
Yeah.
What I am doing? I am taking N from air and supplying you. And unavailable P and K is
synthesize
and available K.
Yes.
Like that, like that you have to understand. And all organic matter inside is digested and converted so that the roots can absorb directly
Yes.
those nutrients.
The next step is to practice crop rotation. Sundaraman's farm is divided into small plots of 1 to 2 acres, and in each plot a different crop is grown. Besides this, the crops are changed for each season in each plot. Thus, the same crop is not repeated for a second time in any of the areas. Here, maize has been harvested. The next crop will be turmeric. In another part of the farm, sugarcane is grown. And this plot here has been ready to plant jowar. Earlier, rice was grown here. Similarly, some of the plots are used to raise fodder crops, thus ensuring a regular supply of fodder for the cattle. One of the visitors asked Sundaraman if it was necessary to do the multi-variety seed sowing regularly.
Each and every crop is harvested. When before doing the next crop, it is a must that you should do multivariety seed sowing. For annual crops only, I will provide 2 months time. For short-term crops, 30 to 45 days interval I will multiply.
In order to maintain soil fertility, 2 materials are essential. One is cattle waste and the other is plant waste. By providing biomass at regular intervals, the carbon content of the soil increases to a great extent. Carbon content is especially available from plant waste and animal waste, which improve the physical condition of the soil. It loosens the soil, increases the aeration, and helps in water retention. The Bolkar illustrated through an experiment how, by adding biomass through the multi-variety seed sowing, the soil fertility is increased.
He takes one cement pot.
Yes.
And he takes some soil and adds some compost, mix it thoroughly well.
Yes.
He weighed that thing. Now you are having soil mixed with compost.
Yes.
That is 100 kilos.
Yes, sir.
He put that 100 kilos in that cement tank
Yes.
and plant one banana sucker.
Yes.
He grows that banana sucker. 12 months after it yields.
Yes.
He cuts the bunch and sell it. He took the yield and sell it. He is not bothered about how much the weight of the bunch.
Whatever the weight.
He sold it.
Yeah.
Now he approved the full plant
Yes.
and weighs it.
Mm.
It is 75 kg.
Okay.
After harvesting that,
Yeah.
he already told you take the harvest and give everything back to the soil. That is the basic principle.
Yes, sir.
So he cut the banana bunch and sold it.
There is a
Put the money in his pocket.
there is a shortage of 25 kilos.
Don't worry.
Okay. No. As for our
I have not weighed that bunch,
bunch. Yes.
I have harvested and sold it. Now the full plant only now I am weighing. It is 75 kg.
Yes.
Okay. Now what he does, he remove all the soil
And weight.
from weight.
Yes.
It is 95 kg.
Okay. So.
It is 95 kg. How much soil Newton took by the plant from the soil now?
No, it actually contributed.
Please wait.
15 kgs.
For only 5 kg.
Only 5.
5.
Yeah.
100 kg he put inside.
Yes.
Now he weighs, it is 5 kg.
5 kgs.
Now full plant is 75 kg.
Yeah.
How many times it is more?
Yeah.
15 times it is more.
Many times more. Yes.
15 times.
Yes.
So you cut it into small piece and put it into soil.
Yeah.
Now he asks whether your soil fertility will go out.
Yeah. It has to go up.
It has to soil fertility should go up. It won't, you are not losing anything.
Yeah. In one crop period, if you are adding 15 times more nutrients to the soil, okay, in this equation, if you are doing it 3 times, okay, logically speaking, it is something like 45 times you are actually adding to the soil.
Sundaraman has 20 cows in his farm for the purpose of farmyard manure and other cow products, which are used in preparing various plant growth promoters and pest repellent products. He says the requirement is about 2 cows per acre of land. The cow dung is used in a biogas plant which provides the required gas for their domestic requirements.
This pipe goes to the kitchen. This is the gas pipe. It goes to the kitchen.
The slurry from the biogas plant is used for vermicompost. In vermicomposting, earthworms feed on the compost matter and give valuable nutrients to the soil, thus increasing the soil fertility. In addition, the earthworms loosen the soil particles and reduce the need for ploughing the soil.
You said in chemical farming man contributes 80%, nature contributes only 20%.
Yes, because
in comparison with this chemical farming, can you say to some extent
complete vice versa takes place.
Only
Here,
vice versa. Okay.
vice versa it takes place here.
Yes.
Natural contribution becomes 80% and your contribution becomes 20%.
Yeah.
In organic farming.
Something on those lines.
Yes. That you can realize only after 5 to 10 years later only.
Yeah.
Because the environment will decide
Yeah.
whether your work is going to get down,
Yeah.
your environment goes down, all those things only by doing
Yeah.
involving yourself.
Your conviction, your hard work, your contemplation, all those things matter. And it takes time.
You can bring it within a year.
Yes.
And you can take 5 to 6 years.
Yes.
According to your convenience you have.
Yeah.
Don't believe whatever I say.
Yeah. If you are really keen and serious, you can achieve that in a short time.
With as early as possible.
Yes. And
If you-
Dabolkar achieved it in 200 days time.
Yes. Now you give me a bad soil.
Yeah.
I will bring it ideal condition in 30 days. I can.
How? See.
I am going to go show you the preparations now.
Yeah.
In addition to multivariety seed sowing, crop rotation and vermicompost manure, Sundaraman uses many different varieties of plant growth promoters and pest repellent solutions to sustain the fertility of the soil and ensure high yield of his crops. For almost all these products, the base ingredient is cow or cattle urine. Thus, it is very important to have a system of collecting cattle urine. For this purpose, the floor of the cowshed is cemented and a passage made in the floor for the urine to be collected inside a tank. Thus, the cow urine is easily available for use in making growth promoters and pest repellent sprays. Amrutam solution. It is used as a replacement for urea and also as a pest repellent spray. Ingredients: cow urine 1 liter, cow dung 1 kg, jaggery 250 grams, water 10 liters. Mix all ingredients and keep it for fermentation for 24 hours. It is ready for use in 24 hours. This solution can be stored up to 30 days. Take 1 liter of Amrutam solution, add 10 liters of water and spray it on the crop.
One is to 10.
10% solution.
And spray on the crop.
For all crops, 10% solution. We are not bothered about the crop which we have grown.
Yes.
We are not giving feed for the crop. We are giving feed for our microbes
Microbes.
and earthworms only. In this case, in this Amrutam solution, starter solution preparation, it is not necessary that you must use cow product only. If you are having buffalo dung, buffalo urine. Use buffalo dung, buffalo urine. If you are having bullock, Use bullock urine and bullock.
It should be cattle.
That's all. Since it is cow dung and urine and we are having bad smell, so here repellent and antipedant activity.
Yes.
So though it contains that taste over the leaf, but at the same time the decoction is coated over the leaf, and bad smell is coming. So it will repel.
Yes.
What happens in urea? Because of urea?
Because of urea, N sweetness over the leaf.
Yeah.
If the leaf contains more nitrogen,
Yeah.
then the leaf will be more tasty.
Okay.
Then automatically what will happen? It will attract the pests which damages the crop.
Panchakavya. Ingredients: cow dung 5 kgs, cow urine 3 liters, cow's milk 2 liters, cow's curd 2 liters, cow's ghee 1 kilo, and jaggery 1 kilo. If sweetness is there, it will have excellent microbial activity. So we add local jaggery. To increase microbial activity, we can add tender coconut water 3 liters and rotten fruit of about 10 to 12 numbers. Make a puree of the rotten fruit and add it to the mixture. Toddy can also be added if available.
Yeah. Here you must use cow only, cow's product only,
Okay.
not buffalo or bullock, because in Vriksha Ayurveda they recommend to use cow's product only. You take cow dung
Yeah.
and take ghee. If ghee is in a solid position, you heat it and make it oil form. After cooling, you mix it with the cow dung.
Yeah.
Thoroughly mix and keep it in a plastic container or a mud pot and cover it with wet cloth. Keep
Wait,
it for
sir, wait.
4 days.
Then?
Yeah.
And every day, one time you thoroughly mix it. 4 days after, what happens, the microorganisms that are in cow dung,
Yeah.
they start eating ghee as food for them.
Okay.
And during that process, new nutrient is also formed. They eat and make it a new form. That is very, very important. During those 4 days, completely all ghee is eaten away and it will become soluble in water.
Okay.
That is very, very important. If it is not soluble in water, what will happen? The ghee particles will be floating over there. So to avoid that one, we have developed this process.
Technique.
After 5th day,
Mm.
you add all other materials in it and keep it for 15 days. And during those 15 days, morning, afternoon and evening, you stir it well. 19 days after, you can keep this thing for 6 months. Every day, you stir for one time. There are 4 benefits. Acts as a growth promoter. Number 1, acts as a growth promoter. Number 2, pest and repellent activity. Number 3, rectifies micronutrient deficiency. Number 4, induces resistance in the plant system, both in the root zone and also in the leaf side to withstand diseases. So wherever you need N, P and K to be given as foliar, you can use Panchagavya.
Yeah.
Wherever you are having problem micronutrient deficiency, there also you can use this, that will rectify.
In addition to Avuttam and Panchakavya, Sundaraman uses many different varieties of plant growth promoters like fish amino acids, egg amino acids, leaf extract solutions to help the plants grow healthier, to remove macro deficiencies like nitrogen, phosphate, potash, and micronutritional deficiencies like manganese, zinc, copper, silica, and boron. The solutions are prepared using cattle urine, cattle dung, buttermilk, coconut water, toddy, dead fish, eggs, and various leaves, vegetables, fruits, and flowers. Fermented leaf extract solution. It is used as a pest repellent foliar spray. Take 2 to 3 kilos each of 5 to 6 varieties of leaves with repellent properties like sour, bitter, chili, and pungent taste. Chop and crush them thoroughly. Add 10 to 15 liters of cow urine and 5 to 7 kilos of cow dung and mix them thoroughly. Keep this mixture in a shady place and leave it for fermentation for 7 days. Once it is ready, you must use it within 15 days. Add water in 1:10 ratio and use it as a
now what
foliar
we do
spray.
is, we select the leaf under 5 categories. The leaves that are not eaten away by sheep or cattle. If you cut, milky sap comes out.
Yes. Those milky sap oozing.
Oozing. Milky sap, plants. The speciality is they will control caterpillars also, and they contains boron also. Both benefits gets. I select under 5 categories.
Bitter,
Sour.
hot,
That's-
hot,
Uh,
like chilies.
chilies. That you can select any variety of leaves. You must try to grow all types of plants in and around your farm.
They should
That's
be
right.
available with you.
Yes. Let us see how the pest damages the crop. Either it will suck the sap, or it will scratch the leaves and eat. In the case of a caterpillar, it will eat whole leaf, and in some cases, some will drill hole in the stem and go into center and damage the stem, and the plant dies away. And in some cases,
It
the
may
root
go
zone,
to the roots also.
root zone area,
Yes.
and they will cut the feet root and eat.
Yes. Sir.
And in the stem, they will make damage. In all cases, you see, the pest takes a part of the plant as its food. Since it is taking only plant part as its food, it's a vegetarian pest. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that is clear.
Each and every plant emits some smell
Yes.
from it to attract bees. The same smell is attracting the pests also to it. This is the thing. So what we do here is, you have to suppress the smell that which comes out from the plant. So
that it won't go there.
yeah. So repellent activity.
Yeah.
And uniform that solution will be coating over the leaf uniformly. So even then, if the pest damages the crop, first it has to taste that first top layer coating only.
Scratching.
So top layer coating only.
Yes.
So it will be of different taste. So antiphytic activity.
Yeah, it will be fooled into believing that
Yeah.
the entire thing is such
yes.
material.
So
it will go away.
It will go. So main thing, repellent and antiphytic activity only.
Yes.
See, we are not spraying the same composition, that is the same combination of leaves each and every time. What is important is to change the combination of the leaves. Suppose we have used some 5 leaves at present. Next time, no, we use another five set of leaves. So this way we keep on confusing. We must not spray the same set of leaves again and again.
Let us come to the beneficial pests,
Yeah.
which we call as predators. In the case of any pest, there are 4 stages. The egg, it will be in egg form.
Yes.
Then a caterpillar form, it will hatch and caterpillar form will come. After full growth, it will become cocoon.
Fly.
Cocoon.
Yeah, cocoon.
Cocoon నుంచి ఫ్లై వస్తుంది.
Then only it comes as an insect outside. There are 4 stages. Now, let us come to our friends, the predators. One group of fellows are there. They will eat these egg moths only.
Yes.
Egg-eating parasites. We call it as egg-eating parasites. Other fellow is they will go in search of the small caterpillars and they will eat those fellows only.
Yes.
So there are that is larval parasites. Then There some insects are there which will drill hole in the cocoon and it will make that caterpillar inside, fully grown caterpillar inside to make it soon, so to say. Soon means?
Swoon, yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
And it will and lay egg over it.
Yes.
That then when the egg hatches, they will feed over that sooned insect. So in that is controlled.
That is also. Yes.
And in certain cases, the insects will catch the other insects and eat.
Yeah.
That you know that also.
Yeah.
So in all cases, you are having predators to have check over the excess propagation of the pest. So natural balancing is there. In that condition, all the thing they have to see the egg or the caterpillar or insect. They have to go and catch. So prey. So they are not bothered about the bad smell or odor. It won't bother them at all. This thing you have to understand. So if you in chemical, if you spray, all are killed. Beneficial pests includes are killed. But naturally, the population of harmful pest population is more and beneficial population is less.
Yes.
The natural balancing. Again, it goes down to the lowest level. So
You have more and more pest attack.
pest attack. Because there is no resistance at all.
Yeah.
In that way only it is propagated. So let it be. So what happens now? So if while spraying, you are not anyway disturbing our friendly insects.
Yes.
So they are not disturbed. That we have to understand. So this for vegetarian, non-vegetarian activity, first we understand.
Yes.
So in the case of non-vegetarian, whatever thing we spray, it is not in any way going to affect our friendly fellows.
Yes. Because they are non-vegetarian.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
We prepare solutions which will give strong odor, repellent and anti-fungal activity. Then, while spraying, it will go and uniformly coat over the egg mass. Thereby, the hatching of eggs will be suppressed, damaged. Even though it hatches, deformative insects will only come out. Thereby also you are controlling the system.
Yes. Yes.
And male and female insects, since they are not properly feeding over the plant,
Yeah.
they are starving.
Yes.
So
They cannot
are-
reproduce.
Yeah, that's all.
Reproduction activity is being controlled.
Okay. Okay.
So killing is not our
Objective.
object at all. We are trying to tell, please get away from our field. You go wherever you like. Don't come here. Like that only we are telling. Even that that is the only concept with us. That's all.
Yes.
3 to 3.5 feet.
All this seems to be a very laborious process, but with time, more and more farmers in Tamil Nadu are learning these methods from Sundaraman Iyer and switching to this method of organic farming. But the visiting farmers had a doubt if these methods can work in dry conditions.
The mulch get decay fast.
Sundaraman sent the team to Coimbatore, a predominantly dry region, to visit Kannan's coconut farm. His farm is spread over 6.5 acres.
How many coconut trees you have here?
400.
400 coconut trees. How is it doing now? ఎలా ఉంది?
డ్రై ల్యాండ్ అదంతా డెవలప్ చేసి ఉంటాము.
ఏం చేశారు?
అదే ఇప్పుడు డ్రైనేజ్ అంతా వేసేసి డ్రిప్పర్ వేసి ఉంటాము, మినీ స్ప్రింక్లర్ వేసి ఉంటాము. అది ఇప్పుడు ఏదో స్టార్ట్ చేసిండాము 1 month అయ్యా.
ఏంటి?
స్ప్రింక్లర్ చిన్న ఇదే డ్రిప్పర్ వేసి ఇప్పుడు కొంచెం బాగుంటుంది, మోడల్ ఉంటుంది, బెటర్. కోడి ఎరువు, పంటలు ఇది
పంటలు అది వేస్తున్నారు. ఏమన్నా డిసీజ్ అది వచ్చిందా?
డిసీజ్ మ్యాక్సిమం లేదు. నేను ఫెర్టిలైజర్ కూడా 2 సంవత్సరం అయ్యా, 2 years అయ్యా.
మానేశారు?
ఇదే ఫెర్టిలైజర్
మానేశారా? మరి ఏం వేస్తున్నారు ఇప్పుడు?
ఇప్పుడు వైట్ లేదు, ఇప్పుడు వచ్చి ఈఎం విడిచి ఉంటాము.
ఈఎం ఈఎం వర్మీ కంపోస్ట్
వర్మీ కంపోస్ట్ కూడా వైట్ వేయలేదు, ఓన్లీ ఈఎం ఇప్పుడు విడిచి ఉంటాము.
ఇంకా మల్చింగ్
చేసి ఉంటాము.
EM solution or effective microbial solution containing 80 microorganisms act as inoculants. Adding different kind of microbes to the soil enhances the soil fertility in presence of organic matter. Thus, all organic matter is broken down into essential nutrients which can be easily absorbed by the plant. When chemical fertilizers or chemical pesticides are added to the soil, all beneficial microorganisms are also killed, thus depriving the plant roots to absorb the nutrients. EM is a stock solution in which the microbes are dormant. The microbes are activated by boiling the EM solution with water and jaggery.
Mulching is nothing but covering the soil from direct exposure to the sunlight. We cover the soil by some trash material or some plant residues. By covering them, we don't allow the soil to get exposed to the sunlight. So the water retention is there, moisture is there for longer periods. And under the mulch, the temperature gets cool. About 2 to 3 degree of temperature is reduced under the mulch. So there is an ideal condition for the multiplication of bacteria. And they start decaying the plant residues and organic matter, and they in turn supply the nutrients required by the plant. And since there is no direct exposure to sunlight, there won't be any weed growth. Any plant needs sunlight. So when we cover the soil, the weeds will not be able to grow because they don't get sunlight.
How much reduction could you maintain after mulching?
After mulching, 60 to 70%.
Reduction in water
in
for the coconut.
coconut.
Earlier, how many liters you used to give and how much you
They are
get
recommended 200 to 400 liters per tree per day.
earlier?
Yeah, earlier.
And now?
Now it will come down to say 10 liters per day.
That's all.
But weekly he is giving only 70 to 80 liters.
For one tree?
One tree.
Because of this mulching and all.
Because of this mulching.
Weekly 70 to 80 liters on mulch.
On
not
mulch.
to the tree.
Not to the tree.
Oh,
So approximately 10 liters per day.
For
for one
mulch
tree.
row, but not per tree.
In between two trees.
Okay, so one tree you can say assume even 10 liters
5 liters it will take
per day.
per day.
And but the recommended quantity was 200.
200 liters.
Of the two sides of the tree is getting, but the canopy of pillar roots also these go.
From this
It will take whatever that we want.
Production ఎంత ఉంది?
ఎప్పుడు వచ్చి 3000 ఇప్పుడు వేస్తాను ఇలా 10 days ముందరగా ఇప్పుడు కొంచెం ఈల్డ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉన్న వాటర్ ప్రాబ్లం మెయిన్.
Even though the existing one, even the lower volume, even they are very less, but the size is good.
Good, yeah.
That's
Not
my
only
point.
good, I don't see that mite disease in
Yes.
these nuts.
During chemical farming, what was the yield?
It may increase, but in this drying condition, the trees get disease because of the roots are get soiled. In drying condition, the roots are get spoiled. So the yield will automatically come down. The tree itself is
Dying off because of that
chemicals.
use.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reverse osmosis will take place. Instead of the roots sucking water from soil, the soil suck out the whatever the things inside the plant. It will suck out the from the
Because
plant.
there is a higher concentration of
concentration
chemical in the
outside the root,
in the soil.
Yeah.
After visiting Kannan's coconut garden, the team visited many other farms in and around Coimbatore and Pollachi and were back at Satyamangalam for a final discussion.
About 50 meters, 250 meters you can have.
Yes, just like that.
So I have one question because many farmers will say that you cannot get the same kind of yields in organic farming like in chemical farming. What do you think?
From the beginning, I am told you I am getting good yield, big yield, big yield. Big yield is my concept. Even though I am having the same concept. Why? Because why? Other farm you cannot. Otherwise, you can't convince the other farmers. That is why I am doing all these activities. Because they claim you cannot take yield at par with inorganic cultivation. Now we have seen various crops, sugarcane. You just assess whether it is equal to the inorganic cultivation or not.
How much tons are you getting sugarcane now?
Very good question. Wherever I am having proper rainfall, then my yield will be in the range of 65 to 78 tons per acre.
Okay.
If the rainfall is poor, automatically the 10 tons will come down and I will have only 50 to 55 tons. For the past 4 years, I am having only 50 to 55 per tons. Whereas the other farmers are getting only 35 to 40 tons.
They're using chemical fertilizer.
Yes.
All kinds.
And now they are having that oleophid problem.
Which is not there in your farm.
Yes, you have seen.
Yes.
Yeah. What about the input costs?
Very good. The input cost is reduced by 30% here. And when I was using poultry manure, I will be using about 50 to 60 tons a year. Now I am not using it for the past.
Cash.
Yes. Now I am not using it for the past 4 years. That was completely nullified because this activity came.
The
Vermicompost activity. After coming there, that was replaced. Before that, when I was doing
chemical.
chemical cultivation, I told you that I will be putting 200 cartloads per acre. That will cost about 3,000 to 4,000 rupees per acre. That one only.
Yes.
To collect so much of thing, I will have one pair of bullock, one cart, and one laborer throughout the year.
And these days you may not get that kind of.
From 95 onwards, that job is I am not doing. Dumping of so much of thing is stopped. You just imagine if you have one pair of bullock and one male worker throughout the year, what will be the cost?
Very heavy.
Very heavy. That was reduced from 95 totally. 95, and I had about 60 tons of this thing.
Poultry.
Poultry. That is also closed, and I am using this. Now you just see how, in a phased manner, without losing the net income per acre, I am changing. In a given point of time, I am not ready to lose my net income. I grow. Don't bother about the crop which we grow. I am applying fertilizer, pesticides and all, and investing about 35,000 rupees and get a total income of 50,000 rupees, 50. What is my net income?
5,000, 10,000.
20.
50. I am spending 35,000 rupees.
15,000.
15,000 rupees.
Yeah.
Now I am adopting natural cultivation. Here I am spending 25,000 rupees only. That 35,000. Here I am spending 30%. I already told you I am reducing my cost by 30%. So I am reducing and spending only 25,000 rupees. And I am getting 40,000 rupees. And I am getting 40,000 rupees. How much income now do you get?
15,000.
There 50,000 rupees. Here 40,000 rupees. In this case, have you taken the yield as a thing?
No.
So, here is a different concept. How much money you have invested and how much you get as return.
Yes.
Investment income ratio.
Yes.
Now you tell, you need 35-50 or 25-50 to 40.
25-40.
Then only the optimum yield concept will work there. 50,000 means high yield, 40,000 means low yield. But that is not the concept at all for us, because we leave the yield concept to the nature. And I am here to do my duty only and leave it and keep quiet. It will take care on its own.
Yeah.
So this is the concept.